This is going to be a brief demonstration showing you how to use two different editors for simple Java programs. The first one I'm showing you here is Netbeans. Now, if that's available on your computer, then use this. When you start up Netbeans, you get a display something like this, depending on what you've done before. But anyway, what you'll always get is in the corner is this File menu, and you go File, New Project. It defaults to Java and Java application, which we're going to use here. Press Next. Give it a name. This activity is going to be explaining how we can do Java variables. I've already done one, so I'm going to put Java variable 2. Make sure you save it to a location in your area, and then just press Finish. Netbeans comes up with a default set of code. A lot of this is just comments. These are comments here. Let's just get rid of them to tidy up. The package, well, we won't worry about it for the moment. That's really like a folder it's going to store everything in, so you leave that as what it's actually got. Obviously the author name is yourself or whatever on there. I'm not going to leave that. This here, it gives you a class which is the same name as the program you typed in, the name of the program. And then really we get onto the main bit of the code, which is the method. Now this is like a console program. It's just going to give us a simple screen, but every Java program has this main method. You don't see it in the Greenfoot IDE because it does it in the background for you, but we're writing code, Java code, by hand, not using Greenfoot. We're just using the Netbeans. So we've got this public static void. What they all mean we won't worry about at the moment, but the main thing is it's called main. And as I said, when you compile a Java program, that's what the system looks for. That method is the first one it looks to run. If it's not there, it won't run. All we do is we have to put our code, and Netbeans has kindly put a comment in there telling us where to do it, but the code goes there. In other words, the code goes between this bracket here and the closing bracket there. Okay, let's actually put some code in. So if you're on Netbeans, well, I'll just show you the other way of doing it. If you can't get into Netbeans, then there is a website which gives you a Java online editor and compiler. That's called repl.it. There is a link to it in the activity. And now we're into the particular Java language version of this, and we can type our code straight in here. It doesn't give us any starting code for main, but what you can do, if you click on examples and you get this hello world one, it's a simple program, then it gives you all the things you need. It gives it a class name of main and a method called main. We don't need to worry about the class name here. We're not going to actually save this code. And it gives you your first line of code. So you can use that and run it. If you run it, you get any of the output appears on this right hand side here. Or in this case, if you're using this editor, you would just write all your code here. Once again, between the two brackets. So it's exactly the same as Netbeans, just a different way of doing it. I'm going to do this example, the rest of the example in Netbeans. If you can't get into it, then you'll put your code into this this repl.it one with the Java language. Let's go back to Netbeans. So I'm going to set up some simple code. First of all, what I'm going to do is just define a variable. I've actually got some of the code here, so let's just type this in. First of all, what if I type both lines in, and I'll just explain what they mean. We define a variable. That's this section here. Int is the data type, so it's an integer. We give it a name, and in this case I've got an assignment operator, the equal sign, and 50. That one line of Java says, give me a variable, declare a variable called first name, and give it an initial value of 50. The second line of code is basically telling it to output it, and where it's outputting is just the default system output, system.out, and this .println method means print a line. What it's going to print is some string, a string literal here called number is, it's in quotes. Then we've got the plus operator. The plus operator in this case is a concatenation operator. What it means is it concatenates, it joins things together. It's going to join this string with the variable. In other words, whatever's in the variable at the time is going to appear. Now in Netbeans, when you're using the system output area, It just gives you a simple answer, the output down the bottom. To run the program, so we've got our 2 lines of code. We just press the number of ways of doing it. We've got a green arrow key here. The F6 function key also runs it, or you can use the run menu. Let's just use the green arrow key. Okay, nothing too exciting. Number is 50 and it appears down the bottom. I could have put the same code into the repl.it editor and just press run. In this case, the output goes on the right hand side. So there's more in the activity of using variables. That's basically how to set your editors up. So use Netbeans if you've got it available. If not, use this website and get the code running.